The greatest field of free-for-all pacers ever assembled in Western Fair's 46-year history. Combined earnings in the field of over $6 million, with Zuka and Rare Jewel to start at the inside. Western Ace, Buckeye One, and Maltese Artist in the middle. Our Lucky Killeen and Special Report from the outside. And in post 8 is Astronomical. It's post time for the Molson Pace 2007 at Western Fair. Enjoy being a part of history, everyone. Here they come. The 35th renewal in 2007 Molson Pace from Western Fair approaching the start. And they're often pacing. Special Report tries to beat him out of there. Maltese Artist and Rare Jewel is fast away, and Zuka lines up into the top 4. Astronomical followed through into 5th. Western Ace is 6th. Buckeye One is 7th. And our Lucky Killeen is 8th and last away. Rare Jewel has come away with the first turn lead of the 2007 Molson Pace. Maltese Artist looking very eager on his back 2nd. Special Report landed 3rd. Zuka followed through in 4th. Then Astronomical, Western Ace, Buckeye One, and our Lucky Killeen. And making the first sacrifice goes Zuka out of 4th, 27-1. Moving up to 3/8 completion, Rare Jewel. Zuka first over. Astronomical second over. Maltese Artist is a little doubled up in the pocket. Special Report trapped in from 5th. Western Ace is 3rd over in the developing flow. Buckeye One is 7th on the outside. And our Lucky Killeen takes a following trip from 8th at the halfway point. Rare Jewel cut loose to lead it. Zuka first over. Maltese Artist is locked in the box, and Astronomical second over in 56-1. 29-second rating in the second quarter by Rare Jewel. Zuka is grinding it out on the inside 3rd. Maltese Artist. There's Astronomical second over. Down the backstretch final time in the 35th Molson Pace of 2007. Special Report is totally pinned down in 5th. 3 wide goes Western Ace. Then our Lucky Killeen. Buckeye One is 3 wide from 8th. It's still Rare Jewel. Zuka is Maltese Artist going to get out of there. 124, 27-4 in the third quarter. Rare Jewel to the top of the stretch. Zuka, Maltese Artist is still locked in the box. 3 wide is Western Ace. 4 wide is Buckeye One. They're in the stretch drive. Last 8th of the 2007 Molson Pace. Rare Jewel and Zuka and Buckeye One. Rare Jewel has wired the field. Rare Jewel goes gate to wire, tying the track record over a blocked Maltese Artist. Buckeye One and Zuka 153. Rare Jewel and Chris Christoforou. The winner of the 35th Molson Pace in 2007 at Western Fair Raceway. It's Rare Jewel. Rare Jewel, a bay gelding, now 6 by Artiscape from Michelle's Jewel, is trained by Brett Robinson for Norman Vartanian of Hamilton. And driven to victory, gate to wire, by Chris Christoforou. That's his 4th in 17 this year. Rare Jewel moves into the 8-way tie for the all-time all-age track record here at Western Fair by virtue of the 153 victory. Receiving the Molson Pace blanket presentation from Mr. Mike Butts, sales manager for Molson Breweries, and Tim McGuire, London Region sales rep, joined in the winner's circle by Ken Levy, president of the Western Fair Association, and Mr. Hugh Mitchell, chief operating officer of the Western Fair Association. Making the trackside presentation to the 35th winner of the Molson Pace in 2007, Rare Jewel. Pick up our live trackside coverage. Mike Stubbs is somewhere down in the middle of that. Happiness Mayhem in the Western Fair infield. Now the 10th race finish reviews. Zuka was 4th. Rare Jewel, the Molson Pace winner. Western Ace was 5th. The Buckeye One was 3rd. Maltese Artist 2nd. Our Lucky Killeen was 7th. Special Report 6th. And Astronomical was 8th. From the top, 4153 2768. So more of the aftermath now, live from trackside. Here's Mike Stubbs. Mike.
Thank you very much, Frank. How about this? Well, congratulations, Steve Vartanian, one of the owners of Rare Jewel, as Frank Salib described it, gate to wire. What's it like being an owner watching a race like that?
My heart was beating about 1,000 beats a minute. That's all I can tell you. My fingers were crossed, and there's a couple of cramps.
Steve, was the finish line a bit of a blur?
It was from my angle. I was sitting sort of in front of it, so I couldn't quite get lined up, but I was just listening to Frank through a whole mile, and I knew where he was.
And then all of a sudden you see Inquiry. You see the number of the horse, number 2, Rare Jewel, but you see Inquiry. What goes through your mind?
Well, when all the press came out, they were looking and asking if I was the owner, and I said, I'm not stepping down on a track until it's official. So.
Well, it is official. Congratulations. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Drive home very slowly.
Steve, thanks so much.
Thank you.
One of the owners of the Molson Pace winner in 2007, Steve Vartanian. Frank?
Okay, Mike, and just off to your left there is winning driver Chris Christoforou. He did what he said he was going to do, actually, in his pre-race interview, and he got the job done. Let's go back down live trackside to the fellas. Mike?
Well, thanks, Frank. Chris, when you were asked whether he was a good starter or a good finisher, you said maybe a little bit of both. Gate to wire, that's a little bit of both, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. He was fantastic tonight. I was lucky enough to clear early, and I think that made a big difference. I was able to put Maltese Artist in the 2-hole, which is basically where I wanted him. And my horse was just fantastic tonight. I can't say enough about him.
When you came around the final turn, were you feeling pressure?
There was a horse, Zuka. He's such a good horse, Zuka. He was out there fighting every step of the way, and I mean, you can't take anything away from him. He raced fantastic too, and my horse just he was strong, but I was cautiously optimistic. I'll put it to you that way.
When you look at the field, are you going to sit back and be able to appreciate this one day, what this actually meant? Because that was one amazing field.
Oh, absolutely. I think it was the toughest field of horses for this race so far, and it's great to see such a nice turnout too. There's a lot of people here tonight, and that's great to see. And with all the bad publicity this industry unfortunately gets, especially lately, it's fantastic to see that the real horse people are still here, and a great night like this can only do great things for the sport.
Chris, congratulations. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Chris Christoforou.